And realised you couldn't see anything, so I'm not sure if you can see the trees kind of in the distance. It's quite a fair way out there, but that's where the water reservoir is. Anyway, this is pretty straight and flat along here. What I tend to do is jog this distance. So I'm going to switch off the camera and you'll probably hear me back here a little bit more breathless in about 5 minutes. Okay, so I'm here now, a little bit out of breath, got the heart rate up. So you can see we're now kind of back on the edge of civilization, the residential area. One of the many water tanks that they have around camp, which I think is great, and they're insulated too, so they're always icy cold. See those little apartments through the trees? That's where my old place used to be. Moved out of there a year ago. If you turn right, you head up that way where all those cars are heading, and then turn right again, you're heading back up towards the main camp, the city. But we're going to go left down here and head further out towards the perimeter of the compound. So we're still in the hills. You can see here's just one of many of the phones, free phones on camp, just to call local numbers. And something that I only discovered the other day, and it's a map. Don't know if you can see it, but one of the many scooter riders. And we'll keep going. It's got some of the many hard-working workers making our compounds look good. You can see we're coming up to a curve here, so all the houses on the right, we're going to essentially be circuiting around them. So you'll see what I mean when we come up to the edge of the residential area. I think we've got a little sleepy pie now. So over on the right, here we have one of the mosques on the camp. And I didn't know this until I just saw this sign coming up ahead, that apparently we have a fire station down here in the hills. I know we've got one up in main camp, but I can't really see where it is. It might be behind the mosque there. So we've got some really nice green grass area here, and behind that green fence is the gym, 2 pools and a snack bar. We've got another one in main camp as well, and you'll see that sign says that the grass is watered with reclaimed water. We do have a lot of recreational facilities available to us on the camp. I'm not sure if you can see through the trees there, but there's a couple of buildings, recreation buildings, which are used for things like yoga, boot camp, sometimes have like special mall days there, like market days. So we've got a lot to keep us busy here. And over on the left, we've got another soccer field. I don't know if you can see, but it's a night soccer field. They've got spotlights available there as well. There's just a bit of a snapshot as to what it looks like inside one of the streets. Pretty weird looking buildings. I'm not sure what year they were built, but they're pretty dated. Some more shots of some of the bigger family homes out here in the hills. So we've still got a few houses out there, but we're coming up to the end here. So we're heading closer to the perimeter fence. Not really much out here, except you and I and Manus and Lucy. Okay, so we're just going to cross the road into the desert. See, there's not much out there. Around all the way round up where that big kind of, it's called a jebel. I'm not really sure why. But we're going to walk around that, do a circuit, and up to the left, the entrance to the stables, or the hobby farmers we like to call it. And we're coming up to the last chance for some water before we really hit the dirt. Poopy bag holders. So it's pretty desolate out here. Sometimes in winter we'll get together and have a bonfire up in those East Jebels. That's why most people have four-wheel drives out here. I'm not sure, but I think perhaps somewhere out near here is where the Americans first drilled for oil. I think it's somewhere on this camp, I'm not sure though. So you can see the roads curving around, which will bring us back into the hills. But you can see just to the left, there's a fence line there. That's kind of the perimeter. The perimeter of the residential area doesn't connect with the outside. It's kind of like the nucleus. But I think coming up here to the left, where the exit is the last place that I can drive a car. I can't drive off the camp once I get to this point. I'm gonna head into that little tent, grab some water for me and Lucy, see how Manus is faring too. Do you want a water, Lucy? I'm gonna do this. Might just stop here for a break. What do you say, Manus? How you doing? Might just have some of my water. I don't think you're ready to go yet, are you, Luce? Okay, so speed for the cars reduces now. Heading back into residential area. So we're back in Pleasantville. We got someone there on their golf buggy coming from a game of golf. I know people find it hard to believe that we've got a golf course in the middle of the compound. 6 kilometre, I think it is, track that circuits the golf course. So you can see the sign here, watch for golfers. So here is the map of the circuit, the golf course fitness trail. We're here and we're going to walk 5 kilometres down to the skate park. We're going to keep going past the skate park along here up to the duck pond, and then this is right near where we took that left to the industrial area. So I'm sure those of you that have read my blog have seen plenty of photos of walking along this trail, and I think we can catch a glimpse. I'll try and zoom in of some of the golf course. I didn't realise it came this close to the track. I've never really noticed. So we've got these little picnic spots dotted all along the track. I'm going to take you in because there's a sign in here that I think is just pretty cool. No shisha. Not here anyway. So we've got the skate park here, which is a couple of half pipes, full pipes, whatever they're called. And I can imagine if we're still living in Saudi, when Manus is big enough, it'll be a place that he'll like to hang out a lot. So I guess there's a better view of the skate park. And you've got right next to it the BMX track. So you see, especially on weekends, quite a few dirt bikes and BMXs around here. I can't believe it's so busy with the planes today. I think maybe because it's Wednesday, which is the last day of the working week here. Maybe that means something, I don't know. Some people up here having their lunch. I know some people from the office come down here and bring their lunch. I don't know why they call this a duck pond though, because I have not seen any ducks here. I've seen turtles. In fact, we rescued a couple last year, I think it was, that had made their way to the road over here to the right. Nicer down here during the cooler months, nice to have a picnic, very popular on the weekends. And up ahead, we're coming up to the satellites that we first took when we headed down towards the industrial area. That's our walk, a 2-hour walk around the perimeter of the compounds where we live here in Saudi Arabia. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for coming along. An idea of where I go walking most days, and I hope you enjoyed it. As per usual, you can catch me on Facebook or Twitter. Just look for Girl on Raw, or you can also find me on my website, www.girlonraw.com. Alright, bye for now.